What's up? YouTube, my brothers and sisters. Bienvenidos, willkommen, and welcome. Hello, hi. How are you? Let me make sure this is all working right. How you guys doing? What's up? Where are we at here? Day 36. That's where I should be at. 36 whole days of doing this. Yeah, we're solid. Cool. Yeah, 36 days. I've put this challenge on myself. I'm Jetthro, by the way. Hello. Hi. If you are seeing this for the first time, welcome. If this is your second time or more, my setup's a little different right now. Got some different lighting going on. I don't really care for it. This setup is still questionable. I just don't really have time to go through it. But maybe sometime soon. It's no big deal. We all die in the end. It'll get cleaned up at some point. But like I was saying, I put this challenge on myself to do 100 days of this kind of documenting, journaling, journal entries, video entries, vlogs, kind of in that realm, if you will, so that I can just kind of work on my mind, work on some mental health, work on just being committed, being disciplined, being consistent, that kind of thing. And yeah, it's been really, really enjoying it. It's been really nice. Yeah, it's I've had lots of days where I've just really not wanted to do it. I think even yesterday I just was like, fucking, I'm just getting on here to say that I'm on here, and then I dipped out. So, you know, a lot of days I just don't want to do it. A lot of days I don't have the time to do it, but I'm still making time to do it. Still finding ways to do it. So, the topic of the day. Actually, before I get in there, is anyone in the chat? What's up? We hanging out? It's good. Cool. Just me? Alright, sweet. Topic of the day today. I have just been stuck on this thought of committing fully. It's just been ringing through my mind. It's just permeated my mind recently, the last couple days. Really ever since Thai, I was doing a night dive, and I was back and forth on whether I wanted to stop drinking until my marathon, which is 3 months away. And I just kept fucking waffling. I was like, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. It's not that bad. It doesn't hurt me that much, but if I want to be clean and just be the best version of myself, I know I got to stop doing it, but it's really not hurting me. Blah, 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 blah. Like all that shit. And Ty in the chat was like, dude, you just got to commit. You got to commit to it. And since then, it has just stuck in my brain. I'm like, that is exactly what I need to do. And so I've taken that approach. That wasn't a couple days ago. When was that? I feel like that was almost 2 weeks ago at this point, because I haven't had a drink since I've been back. I think it's been about 2 weeks. I don't know. But anyway, it's been stuck in my mind, and it's been great. I've been using it in every aspect of my life, really, especially my new job, which is that's what I really want to talk about. So we'll get into that, dive into there, and we'll see what that looks like. But first, I'm going to do some gratitude, which is a standard format. Going to do a nightly gratitude and then do a quick mantra, and then we'll get into the topic. So, gratitude. Yeah, I'm just going to make it quick. I'm not going to overthink it. I feel like I just keep talking about this. Every night I just feel like this is what I'm talking about in terms of gratitude. But I'm really grateful to myself, really. I just keep putting myself and pushing myself into really uncomfortable spots and places. I'll expand on this later when I talk about the topic, but I'm just really like the idea of solar sales. I understand solar. I understand it financially. I understand a lot of the aspects. I'm not an electrician by any means, but I kind of understand how that aspect works too. I'm really knowledgeable in solar and how it works for residential homes. But the idea of going into someone's home who has requested some information, but still going into their home and sitting down with them, going through a presentation, and then at the end being like, financially, this just makes sense. So let's just authorize the agreement and get our guys to, let's set up a site survey, and they'll get on the roof and double check everything and make sure everything that we've agreed to here is right. And then we'll go from there. Like that idea, like saying that, like I can say it here, I can go through it here, but saying that out loud to someone else who, has to take out a, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 loan to get solar, even though it is financially so much better for you to switch into solar in virtually every case. I mean, you can't tell me. I don't know that there's a case where, well, I do know of some cases. But I mean, I'm going off on a tangent here. My point is that really scares me. That idea really, it kind of terrifies me. But being willing to push that aside and say, fuck it, shut up, I'm going to do it, makes me uncomfortable. It makes me, you're right? But I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to make a lot of money doing it. And I'm going to put a lot of solar energy, green, clean energy into the earth. Yeah. So anyway, I'm really grateful to that. Really grateful to me for doing that. So my mantra, though, I'm going to shift real quick. Discipline, consistency, showing up every single day it's hard. It's really difficult. I'm convinced it's the hardest thing a human being can do. And I think everything, I'm going to say this real quickly. I'm kind of connecting this right now. Every single thing, every single person that has become famous, become well regarded, well known in anything that they're doing, or any celebrities or anything like that. For the most part, I mean, yes, they're talented in what they do, but also the thing that seemingly runs throughout all of them probably is that they show up every fucking day and they work hard every day and they're consistent about it. Like, there's no days off. Michael Phelps, swimmer, no days off. Arnold Schwarzenegger, I guarantee you he was lifting every day. And, those are physical, but even things that aren't physical, that it's just like mentally, like you have to sit down and study something. The people that just excel in those kind of things, they show up every day. They show up every single day. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to do it. And so that's why I think now that's why they have risen to the top and are the experts in their disciplines. So anyway, that's that. Let's dive into the day real quick. Let's see what it looks like. So today, commit, the theme. Like I was saying, it is just permeating my brain. It's like the only thing I can think about. Just like fully committing. So, in regard to the job, then I got this new job. I'm selling solar, and I'm, like I said earlier, I'm like, I know the ins and outs of how the finances work and how it saves people money. I know how it works, for the most part, how it works electronically too. I guess that's not the right word for it, but I know solar, but it just I don't know. That part, the asking for the business just kind of scares me. But what's been going through my head is the company I now work for has a sales process. And they're a bigger company. They're not the biggest company. The company I was working for, they're bigger. So they have a more thorough sales process, if you will. But this one's only on the East Coast. No big deal. They're actually expanding into a lot of states. Big deal. And so their sales process works, is what I'm trying to say. The presentation that they have, written out and said, say these things in this order and go along this path as much as you can, and eventually you will make sales. Because we've been doing this and it has worked. So in the past, when I've tried selling, or when I've tried, setting appointments over the phone or knocking or anything like that, any type of solar lead generation or selling, I've always thought, nah, I don't want to say any of that. When someone was trying to teach me, like that doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't. I need it to be mine. I need to. I just had way too much of an ego, way too much. It was like, nah, I'll go in there and say how I need to say it, because it needs to come from me. And just way too much of an ego. And looking back, like I just wasn't mentally prepared. I don't think. I made it by in setting, because there's no responsibility and it's a 10-minute phone call. It's a 5 to 10 minute phone call. So there's no responsibility. All you're saying is, look, dude, I don't have any of the information. Just talk with one of our guys. And then set the appointment and you're on to the next one. Right? So that's easy. But like the closing aspect of it, you can't do that. Like, you have to have a process. I'm realizing now. Like, you have to have a process, and it has to be fluid. It has to be like known inside and out. You can't wing it. You can't wing it at all. I don't know how I made sales, to be honest. Because I don't know. I think I made like 5. Somewhere between 5 and 10. There's maybe 6. And I don't know how I did it. To be honest, I just Completely fucking winging it every time. And so I know, so that leads me to believe, like, okay, people want solar. Like, no matter who is in front of them, they're gonna do it. So that's one thing. Like, I just gotta show up. That's the first thing. But the other thing, even further, is committing to what these guys tell me. These guys are saying, if you say it this way, if you say these words, or at least this idea, it doesn't have to be word for word, but if you say this idea in this order, and if you go down along the process, by the end, you're going to make a sale. And it's not going to happen every time, of course. But more often than not, more often than fucking winging it, I'm going to make some fucking sales. And I have to let go of my ego. I have to let it. It has been hard. It's not been as hard. Well, it's day one. But I've learned like 2 sections out of 5 of the presentation. And even in there, I've wanted to throw in, well, what if I said this? I'm like, shut the fuck up. No, don't. No. And I've had to do it like 2 or 3 times where it's been like, dude, shut up. That's not in the presentation. That's not what they were telling you to say. So just don't say it. Don't say it. I've had to pull myself back because again, like you just got to commit. I just got to commit. That's where my brain has been. I haven't even I guess yesterday I was going to say I haven't really even thought about drinking at all because of the commit factor. I did have a fire. I built a fire in my backyard in my fire pit, and I was sitting around it and just fully enjoying it. It was so nice. But I was like, man, I really wish I had some whiskey right now. But I didn't fucking leave and go buy a bottle. So I could have easily left, and at least gotten a beer. But commit. Just committed. So that's kind of where I'm at. My brain is just saying commit. I was saying, maybe I can show it somehow. There's the thing that's been playing in my head too is there's this scene. I know I described it maybe 2 or 3 days ago, but there's this scene in the Bourne movies, the Jason Bourne movies, where it's like he's at the beginning, the origin. He's like starting to remember everything, and it's all coming back to him. And a long story short, he is being broken down by the director of the assassins, the CIA, dude. And the task is that he has to kill this guy this person that is sitting in the room with them, but he's got a a mask over his face, and he's taped to a chair, and you don't know his name, you don't know if he did anything wrong, you don't know anything about this guy, but Jason Bourne is supposed to kill him because the director said so. And it's like, fuck, dude. Eventually the director talks it into him. He's like essentially like, you're not too weak to see this through, are you? Let go of David Webb. David Webb is who Jason Bourne used to be. So he's like, let go of who you are now. Let go of David Webb and fully commit to this program. And he stands up and shoots him. It's fucking crazy. So I've been taking that scene and I've just been playing it in my head, and I've actually watched it a bunch too. And it's like, can I fully commit to this program? You know? Let go of Jet. Just fully let go of Jet. Jet is the guy. Oh man, this is what I've wanted to talk about. Yes, Jet is the guy who doesn't want to cause any conflict. Jet is the guy that is scared to make decisions because he doesn't want to hurt someone or offend someone or make someone. Jet is the people pleaser. Jet is the guy that wants to make sure everyone in a room is having a good time. And if someone's having a bad time, it hurts. This is what I've wanted to talk about for a long time. I've been feeling it, but I couldn't put it into words. I'm so glad I'm here. Jet is the guy that doesn't want to ask people for the business because it will be uncomfortable, because it will be it may cause friction. It may cause uncomfortableness. That's Jet. I have to let go of Jet. Fully become Jetthro. Can I fully commit to this program? This program that's going to make me be aggressive? These guys are, the way they're talking about it, they say they don't do maybes. One of their 3 rules is they don't do maybes. You're either getting a yes, let's do solar on the roof right now, let's do it, or they're throwing you out of the house. That's literally, I have to be that guy. I have to be aggressive. Am I willing to commit to this program? Fuck yeah, I am. Fuck yeah, I am. I don't have to do it every time. But I need it. I need it to be there. I need to know how to do it. I need to be able to say, yeah, boss, you want me to say that? I'll fucking say that. If they say, you stay in that house for 7 hours, you don't leave that house until they literally throw you out. Okay? You got it. I'm in that house. I'm not leaving. I'm going to spend the fucking night in their house. And then in the morning, I'm making waffles. No, in the morning, they're going to fucking sign the documents. And then I will leave. Let go of Jet. Let go of Jet. This is gonna be wild. This is gonna be fucking wild. Oh man, I'm excited. Actually, I'm excited. I'm gonna have to keep talking through this. I know I'm gonna have to keep talking through this, but this was really good. This was really good. Jet is a fucking people pleaser. And I'm not here. I want to be clear. I'm not saying like like, you know, have the Jet people pleaser like die, or like, you know, like completely get rid of it, or him, or whatever fucking I'm trying to talk about. David Goggins talks about this. He says like you have to kind of create a new person almost in your brain. It's not that you're like you know, split personalities or anything like that, but it literally is like there's Jet, who is the subconscious part of my brain, and saying like, you know, you're too scared, don't hurt anybody, don't cause waves, don't make enemies, don't, you know, like that's the Jet part of my brain. But the Jet part of my brain is also like really nice and real friendly, and you know, I mean that's who I am naturally. You know, seemingly I have a lot of friends. I mean, I guess for the most part, they tend to like me for reasons. I mean, they may think I'm nice, you know. So, you know, I'm not saying that part needs to go away completely. It's just that I need to create fully Jetthro and fully commit to the program so that I can be this, you know, person that is aggressive, that will sit in the fucking house with you and solve this fucking problem until you either agree or you fucking throw me out of your house. Like, I need to be that. Sometimes, like, I need to have that part of my active brain happening. So I'm gonna keep working through this. Because this is it's kind of a lot. Clearly, I've been talking about committing for 4 days now, so it's clearly made an impact on me. And it's a long. I feel like this is going to be a long process. So, I'm gonna call this one. Yeah, I'm gonna call this one. Man, I'm probably gonna talk about some more of it tomorrow, because I feel like I really touched on something I've been like actually really itching to be talking about, but it was in my mind somewhere. I felt it, but I just wasn't able to like put it into words until just now. So this was great. Ah, man, this was great. Oh, cool. I'm gonna be able to sleep so well tonight. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow will be day 2 of my training. We'll see how it goes. I'm really excited. I feel like I've got this pitch, at least the presentation. Like, I feel like I have the part that they told us to practice. I feel like I've got it down pretty well. And actually, I was the only one that recorded. I'm pretty sure I was the only one that recorded the presentation done by the teacher. I tried sending it in our group text, but the file was too large, so it didn't work. But I've been working on the 3rd and the 4th aspect of it too. There are 5, so yeah, just anything I can do to get this thing in my brain, like, you know, the whole thing in my brain fast. Anything I can do to do it, got to do it. So anyway, gonna go to bed. Much love to you guys, man. I feel great. I'm telling you, if you guys are still around watching this thing, I'm telling you, if you guys can start like journaling, like writing stuff down, or just like doing a personal like video vlog or something like that. I don't know. It's working for me. That's all I gotta say. Is it's working for me. Maybe it won't for you, but it's been solid for me. So much love to you guys. Be safe. Yeah, call your mom, call your dad, send a text to someone. I don't know. Reach out to someone, siblings. I don't know. Won't regret it. Good night. See you guys tomorrow. Namaste.